Hi everyone, this is Lara Hammock from the Marble Jar channel, and in today's video I will show you a step-by-step process on how you can set up YNAB to pay down debt, including credit card debt. So this video is for folks who have already set up a budget in YNAB and have been using it, but haven't quite figured out how to make the jump to start paying down their debt. So I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step process to setting YNAB up to do this. I will say at the outset that there are lots of ways to do this in YNAB. This is just one option. So number one, commit to no new debt. So you need to make a commitment to yourself to not accumulate any more debt. Do whatever you can to stay on budget and spend less than you bring in. I know sometimes this isn't possible, life happens, but this commitment is important to stop the bleeding before you can start moving forward. Next, number two, list your debts. So the next step is to make a giant list of all of your debts, how much you owe, what the monthly fee is, and your interest rate. So this includes all debt with the exception of your mortgage if you have one. So student loans, auto loans, credit card debt, personal loans, line of credit. So I have a link in the description section below to a worksheet that you can use for this purpose. Now you want to put all of these in the order that you plan to pay them off. I would suggest smallest amount to largest, otherwise known as snowball. You can also do biggest interest rate to smallest, that's known as avalanche. The reason I suggest snowball is that those quick initial wins of paying off smaller debts give you confidence and motivation to keep going. It works best with our human psychology. Once you have this list in the right order, it's going to be important to you as a marker of where you started in this process. So I'm going to use this list of debts as an example for this video. Next step, number three, add to tracking. So now you are going to add each of these debts as a tracking account. So this will become your debt payment roadmap. So let's walk through the different kinds of debt that you might have. Linked debt. So click on Add Account and choose Linked. I would always choose Linked if you can. Linked means that YNAB will interact directly with that financial institution and automatically pull in whatever fees, interests, and payments that happen. If you don't want your account linked or that option isn't available to you for some reason, you will have to update this account manually each month when they post fees and payments to keep it up to date. It's not terrible or impossible, but it is more upkeep for you, and I would avoid it if it's possible. So hit Linked, add a new connection, and enter in your login credentials for that financial institution. You should then be presented with a list of accounts to choose from. So once you choose one, YNAB will add that account to your list here on the left. So you should note that YNAB doesn't ask you whether you want the account to appear in your tracking list or on your on-budget list. It automatically puts debt accounts in as tracking accounts. Unlinked debt. So if you can't or don't want to link your debt accounts, you can put it in as an unlinked account. Hit Add Account, choose Unlinked. Under Select Account Type, make sure you put it in as a liability under the Tracking Account section. And then give it a nickname like Student Loan 1 and enter the amount that you owe. As I said, you'll have to maintain this account when you get statements or at the end of the month to put in the transactions for fees, interest, and payment. So let's talk about credit card debt. We went over the fact that YNAB automatically puts in most debt accounts as tracking, right? So that is true, except for credit cards and lines of credit. So YNAB automatically puts those kinds of accounts in as on-budget accounts. So the reason is that it assumes if you are adding that kind of account, you are still spending on it. However, if you are entering a brand new credit card debt account, you can instruct YNAB to put it in the right place. Go through the process to link the credit card account, and on the screen that allows you to pick what kind of account are you adding, choose Tracking Liability. But what if you already entered your credit card account in YNAB and YNAB already has it in your on-budget accounts? Can you switch accounts from on-budget to tracking? In a word, no. YNAB does not allow you to do this without totally messing up your budget, so you'll need to leave any credit cards and lines of credit debts on budget as you pay them off. We're going to talk about marking them properly in a second. In the meantime, you need to look back at step one, which is where you committed to creating no new debt and stop charging anything on this credit card, even if you promise yourself you're going to pay it off at the end of the month. Why? First off, if you are running a balance, the credit card will start charging you interest immediately on those new charges rather than giving you a grace period like if you weren't running a balance. The second reason is that psychologically, if you are just thinking about this like a normal credit card, you are not thinking about this account as debt that needs to be paid off. So I would suggest stopping all charges on this card and putting everything you would normally charge on a debit card for your main checking account. Or If you absolutely need to, open a new credit card that you commit to paying off at the end of every month and stick to it. Okay, so now that you have all of your debts in YNAB, either as tracking accounts or on budget, you are going to, number 4, set up monthly fees. So there are 2 parts to paying off debt. You have to keep up with all the monthly fees just to make sure your debt isn't getting any larger, and you need to start paying down the principal of your debt, one debt at a time. So you may already have this set up, but in case you don't, you need to create a group in your budget for debt payments. Now add 1 line item for every debt that you have. In the item description, put in the amount of the minimum monthly fee and the day of the month that it is normally due. Remember, if you have a credit card on budget, YNAB automatically creates a line item for that card, and it is listed under a group called credit card payments. You can't move this, so just put this close to your debt payments group. At the start of every month, you're going to budget or fund your budget for each of these monthly fee amounts, just like you would for your electricity bill. And yes, you should move your car payment into this list. It is a debt that you want to pay off after all. Next, number 5, set up your debt payoff line. Now, you're going to add 1 more line to this list. You are going to call it debt payoff. You may already have an amount that you have carved out of your monthly budget to throw at this debt. If so, that is fantastic. Go ahead and put that in just like a regular budget payment. If not, I'm going to show you how to squeeze your budget at the end of every month to scrape whatever is left over into paying off debt. Number 6. Number or order your debts. So now you are going to put your debts in the order that you want to pay them off. Remember, you might have a couple of accounts on budget and the rest in tracking. So I would suggest changing the account names to reflect the order. Something like debt number 1, Chase credit card. Once you're finished, your accounts should look something like this. Okay, number 7, scrape extra money to debt. So as I said before, it is best to have a set amount that you will be throwing at debt every month already carved out of your budget. But even if you aren't at that place yet, at the end of the month, you should be able to scrape any money that is left over from your budget to throw at debt. I like to keep all of my monthly budget items under one big group called monthly expenses, but you may have your budget set up the way that YNAB recommends, with immediate obligations and true expenses. Either way, you need to order these budget items by whether or not they are accumulating funds or not. And what I mean by that is, do you need the money left at the end of the month to roll over to the next month? So here are some examples of non-accumulating accounts for me: groceries, gas, internet, cell phone. Those all go to 0 at the end of every month. Some examples of accumulating or sinking funds are auto maintenance, household, insurance, kids' activities, Christmas, and charity. You kind of get the idea, right? So you want to order your budget items so that anything that is going to go to 0 at the end of the month is on top. Then you can either have them split into different groups, or if you're like me, you just need an indication of where the sinking items begin, like this. So now at the end of every month, after you've done all of your budget and account maintenance stuff in YNAB, and you have funded at least half of the next month's budgets, you can scrape some of that money towards debt. If there is any money left over in the available column, in any of your end of month 0 line items, you want to click on it and move it to debt payoff. Do that for each of these line items. Also, once you have budgeted at least 1 month in advance, and if you have anything left in to be budgeted, go ahead and move that amount to debt payoff also. Number 8, pay off debt. Okay, so now that you have all this money scraped down, you can use it to pay off debt. So look at all your debt accounts, find the first one on your list, and either write a check or transfer the amount of money that's available in your pay off debt budget line. You are going to do this exercise every single month until that first debt is totally paid off. And don't worry if it's something small like $35. Every little bit counts. So then you can hide this line item for monthly fees for that debt, since you don't have to pay that anymore, and add that amount to your pay off debt monthly contribution amount. So I paid off my first debt. The monthly payment was $75 a month, which I can now add to my pay off debt line. So you can see how this starts to snowball to help you to pay off the next debt. Obviously, you'll have some months where you won't have much, if anything, to scrape down to debt, but the more you stick with the process and the more progress you make towards your goal, the more motivation you will have to cut your expenses, rein in, and have some fun paying your loans down. You can also use the YNAB goal function. So take a look at your first debt that you want to pay off. Say you owe $2,200 in a personal loan. So go to that budget line, pay off debt, and on the right, choose create goal. So you're going to choose one of the spending goals, either to pay a certain amount every month or choose by date and then pick a date that you want to pay off your loan. YNAB will calculate for you how much you should be contributing each month to reach that goal. Once you have paid off that first debt, redo your goal, this time for the second debt, adding in the monthly fee that you are saving from the first one, and so forth until you are out of debt. Having a plan and a process like this will massively relieve your anxiety about your debt situation. Once you have a plan, your brain can give up a lot of the stress that it's constantly feeling about how to handle a situation that has probably felt insurmountable. Let me know what you think. Comments are always appreciated, and thanks for watching.